Hello, my name is Teresa Kennedy, and I'm a professor of international STEM and bilingual education at the University of Texas at Tyler. I hold a joint appointment in the College of Education and Psychology School of Education and in the College of Engineering. Before I begin my presentation, I'd like to share a little information about me, where I'm from, and what I do in my job from day to day. I'm from the United States and live in Texas, referred to by many in the state as the Republic of Texas. Texas is located in the south central region of the US and is the second largest state, second to Alaska. The small map of Texas in the lower right-hand corner shows the highest populated areas of the state, which includes cities you may have heard of like Houston, San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas. I live in Tyler, located in East Texas, about 2 hours east of Dallas and just 1 hour west of the border of the state of Louisiana. It's a beautiful area known as the Piney Woods. You can see in the pictures here that it is very green and there are lots of lakes. We are best known for our roses and as the home of the University of Texas at Tyler. In 2012, the UT Tyler School of Education created the University Academy, a charter school system of K-12 STEM lab schools located on 3 separate campuses in East Texas. The University Academy is an open enrollment, state-funded charter laboratory school that serves students in grades K through 12. The charter is focused on supporting students through STEM pathways that incorporate 21st century skills into all aspects of the curriculum. Over the last 9 years, students have been engaged in blended learning through project and problem-based learning models, as well as phenomenon-based learning. UT Tyler pre-service teachers are actively involved in the schools, and our high school students are engaged in dual credit courses taught by UT Tyler professors. The schools specialize in STEM education and offer students the opportunity to earn a STEM endorsement with an engineering focus, a public service endorsement with a biomedical focus, and a multidisciplinary endorsement. Students often work with community members on citizen science projects and share their research reports widely. My personal role, working with the schools, aims to provide opportunities for teachers to engage their students in experiences that build cross-cultural understandings, as well as global awareness and STEM skills. And I provide mentoring to both teachers and their students through participation in STEM events. My presentation tells the story of one of our most recent projects, the COVID-19 Engineering Design Challenge, a project that involves the entire community and naturally includes citizen scientists as well. I created the challenge in March 2020, around the beginning of the COVID-19 spread throughout the US and the world, working in collaboration with the STEM Coalition of Texas and the International Council of Associations for Science Education. Statements from the World Health Organization citing how COVID-19 has challenged the world, and articles from the medical community, such as the 2020 publication for the New England Journal of Medicine I included on this slide, describing the unprecedented disruption of human society, naturally inspire research and innovation. Who would be better to begin this quest than our youth, the next generation of scientists? The challenge is open to K-12 students as well as university students and will continue through December 2021. The challenge encourages students to brainstorm and meander their way through the process of designing local and global solutions to the issues they believe are important. My presentation will provide a summary of the 2020 challenge, and I'll also provide you with a web link to access the materials related to the 2021 challenge currently underway, as well as my contact information so that I can assist you to participate, I hope, as needed. I am hopeful that you and your students will learn about this wonderful opportunity and join us in this engineering design challenge project that is applicable to all of us. A question I'm often asked, how did the challenge begin? Well, as schools began to close and classes were quickly moved into online environments in March 2020, teacher stress was elevating, and rightfully so. I had been communicating with teachers and teacher educators here in the US and in several countries around the world that were scrambling to place content up online for their students in response to school closures. Several colleagues asked me, what can I have my students work on while I work to place my course content online? I assisted several of my colleagues to organize some random activities, but what I really wanted to do was figure out a plan for a more relevant and STEM-focused project where students could be creative and innovative. The following slides describe how I came up with the idea for the COVID-19 Engineering Design Challenge and the outcome of the project to date. A colleague of mine in New York City forwarded an email to me that she had received from a local company sharing their plans to help a developer build coronavirus quarantine houses out of unused shipping containers. I thought, wow, what a great idea. How innovative. Then I thought, I bet our students could come up with some pretty awesome projects as well. So I created this challenge where students could design their own projects to address problems or issues they personally identified related to the pandemic. I worked on a plan aligned with the phenomenon-based learning model initiated by Finland's education system in 2016 and created teacher instructions. PHBL, problem-based learning, turned more towards phenomenon or phenomenon-based learning, strives to expand on traditional project-based and problem-based learning approaches into learning experiences that immerse students deeper into contextual situations aligned with real-life issues, while also applying knowledge and skills from multiple disciplines. In order to provide local relevance, I suggested that teachers identify an engineering innovation currently in the news in their country to respond to needs related to the challenges presented by the pandemic. Or, of course, they could use the US example previously shared that involved converting unused shipping containers into quarantine houses. 4 easy steps were provided to engage their students in the project. First, ask students to think about a current situation and identify a potential need and/or solution related to the worldwide COVID-19 pandemic. Second, ask their students to describe the issue they identified and their ideas for potential solutions. The third step was to encourage students to draw their design, either freehand or using drawing software available on their computers, and or build a simple model with items found in their home and take a picture of it to share. Many students used online design resources such as Google SketchUp, Planner 5D, and Floor Planner to draw their designs. And finally, provide students with an opportunity to share their engineering designs widely with other students, their family members, the community. The basic idea is to encourage students to identify areas of need, brainstorm, design solutions, and communicate their designs to their classmates, families, and the community. The online environments are following physical distancing guidelines established by the teachers or their schools. The challenge provides students of all ages, primary, secondary, and higher education with a platform to identify and design solutions to worldwide problems related to the pandemic, and the challenge encourages students to share their innovative solutions widely. The project provides a wonderful learning experience for students in STEM classrooms as well as in language classrooms. Teacher instructions and the student sample project from New York City that I described earlier were translated into the 6 United Nations languages: Arabic, Chinese, French, Russian, and Spanish, plus Japanese, Portuguese, and Turkish, thanks to several of my colleagues around the world. I'm extremely grateful to these colleagues who assisted with the translation of the materials, as their contribution to the project made it possible for students from many countries to participate. I'd like to give each of them a special thank you. Please note I've listed their names on this slide. I also created a short survey using Qualtrics to gather project results. Questions included providing contact information for the teacher, along with the name and type of the school and the country. Teachers were also asked to report the subjects that they teach, the grade level of their students, how many students participated, and the gender of their students. Teachers were also asked to provide the number of student projects created, along with the names of the projects. If teachers were interested in sharing their students' work, they were invited to upload projects directly to the survey, or provide them to me via Google Drive, or send them directly to me via email. Finally, teachers were asked to describe how their students presented the results of their projects. Communication is an important part of innovation. If they shared them through classroom presentations, online venues, and who the audience was for the presentations. And now for the results of the 2020 COVID-19 Engineering Design Challenge. Drum roll, please. 399 students from 9 countries participated in the 2020 challenge. These students were from Argentina, China, the Dominican Republic, England, Japan, Peru, Russia, Turkey, and of course the US. Primary, secondary, and university students participated in the challenge, and almost half of these students were girls. With luck, the 2021 challenge will surpass 400 student participants. Please share information about the challenge with everyone you know. Classroom implementation activities included simple discussions and brainstorming sessions, student-created PowerPoint presentations, individual and group projects that included student hand-drawn designs, as well as designs created with the assistance of online technology tools. The building or constructing of models, writing community service announcements, and even writing detailed research reports, such as the impressive papers received from university students in Peru and Turkey. The projects have been amazing, ranging from designing masks that recycle your air so that you don't have to continuously smell your bad breath, in the words of our student inventors, to recyclable face masks used to help solve the problems of single-use masks that are washing up on shorelines and littering the seabed, as well as innovative sterile mask collection bins, designing temperature scanning systems to be used before entering buildings, creating city designs that include recovery communities for those infected, and a personal favorite was a project that detailed designs for a treadmill system that monitors your health, including COVID testing, that is programmed with virtual tours that are educational, such as going through a museum, as well as tours to your favorite places around the city and the world to keep you healthy while you can't visit the gym and for when you're tired of staying at home. Again, in the words of the student inventors. In addition, many students designed technology innovations such as a robot programmed to roam buildings providing hand sanitizer and other cleaning items, as well as disinfecting the floor as it moves around the building. The list of innovative ideas and projects is truly impressive. All participating teachers were provided with a certificate of leadership and a participation certificate template to personalize for each of their students. We're currently working on a plan to create a web page dedicated to sharing student projects, and we're also hoping to create an online student conference to enable students to share their innovations with one another. According to the Center for Disaster Philanthropy, even though we are into the second year of the pandemic, some key areas still need attention, although these vary depending upon the stage of the pandemic in a particular community. This is just one more reason why these engineering design challenge opportunities are so important. It provides an opportunity for students from diverse locations around the world to develop potential solutions to this serious problem we are all facing. Some of these students will become scientists in the future, and just as important, all of these students need to have the opportunity to become active global citizens. Aspiring global citizens need to develop skills related to problem solving, decision making, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. These are the opportunities that are provided to students that participate in the COVID-19 Engineering Design Challenge. I've created an invitation with basic information about the project that you can download to share with others. I hope that you, your colleagues, and the citizen scientists in your communities will assist students to join us in the challenge. My contact information is listed on this slide as well, and I also invite you to visit the project webpage. Thank you for your kind attention to my presentation. I hope to learn about your students' projects in the near future. Please join us. Goodbye for now.